This is very important. You want to watch this. I am going to teach you about three types of sacrifice that evil parents do to their children. This is very serious. It's gonna help some people. It's gonna make a lot of sense to some people. Let's the first type of sacrifice that evil parents do to their children, right? This is the unalive sacrifice. Maybe this is not the term that them call it in them thing, but this is how I interpret it. The unalive sacrifice, right? This is where them say, oh, that it was a miscarriage. Or oh, did nobody want to carry the child, so they take a ab. You know the A word. Ab, we don't want to say that in the algorithms, but that A word, right? And get rid of it. Let me tell you something. Basically, you have a lot of people in them family or the parents, them do a lot of wickedness, right? So them have bad karma. Them do like a lot of negative witchcraft and stuff like that. So them have bad karma. So basically, them do a divination over the child when the child is born or before the child is born. Them do a divination and them look in the future and them see that, you know what, this child is chosen. This child got a bright destiny. This child, I don't know, supposed to be a millionaire by the time them reach a certain age. This child supposed to be famous. Yo, this child is a golden child. This child is supposed to own a I don't know, successful business by the time they reach a certain age, and it's a lot of good karma and prosperity in this child future. So yeah, what them do is spiritual manipulation, witchcraft, right? They know how they do these things. I don't know, but I know that they do it, right? Them do the whatever spiritual manipulation over the child. They make the child, you know what I mean, procreation, and then them do the unalive part. So basically, them just take the child destiny like that. The second way is the mental health sacrifice. Cool? Let me tell you about the mental health sacrifice now. You see a lot of these children you see running around, and people say, oh, they're very smart. But too bad they don't got the mental capacity of, you know, other children. Yeah, because look how they're so smart. Just imagine if they had their brain and these type of children, something normally very unique about them. That make them stand out, that make them popular, that make people love them. But for some reason, them say them have mental health issues. Let me explain. Same thing, right? Them see that this child future is bright. Them see that the child future is bright, and the people in the family them do a lot of negativity. Maybe them involved in like destiny swapping and those kind of negativity, which create the bad karma, right? Witchcraft, which create bad karma and stuff like that. So they don't want to pay the karma, so they say, oh, you know what? This child is, by the time this child reach a certain age, we're looking in them future. Them supposed to have a lot of money and a lot of fame, and maybe them supposed to own this successful business and big house, and you know, this is in this child. This is a lucky child. It's a chosen child. It's a golden child. So what them do? Them say, all right, this business that this child supposed to own, you know what? Give it to the uncle. Them playing God. You know what? This money that this child supposed to have, let us share it up with this family member over here instead. Take it from them. Give it to that family member. You know what? This car that this child supposed to have by the time they reach a certain age. Yo, let us alright, take the car, give it to that family member. Right? Anything the child supposed to own, that within them destiny, them give it to other people. So after that, them wipe the child memory. Yeah. They know them witchcraft stuff that them do. Them wipe out the child memory, right? So that the child don't grow to remember who they really are, so that the child never get to fulfill them destiny and never get that greatness that's ordained for them, never get the blessings that's ordained for them. Instead, it keep on going to other people in the family. And you would see the child just them say it's mental illness. No, right? Is them do this kind of sacrifice on them and then wipe out their memory. The third type of sacrifice that evil parents do to them children, other people call it different, but you know, I call this one the black sheep sacrifice. Similar procedure. They see the child future bright, them have good karma, and a lot of people in the family do a lot of bad stuff and them have bad karma. So with the black sheep sacrifice now, this is where you have that. Sometimes they do it to more than one family member, right? You have that one family member, or you have that one set of family member where they are good people. They work, they have integrity. They just, and but for some reason, them just cannot get ahead in life. For some reason, every time when them supposed to get a reward, it's like them don't get it. For some reason, them doing all the right things, but for some reason, them just not there. That is the black sheep sacrifice, right? Yes. Basically, them sell out the child destiny. Whether them in some form of like cult or something, right? Them sell out the child destiny, and basically them sign up the child to just go through a lot of trial and tribulations. Cause remember, them have the bad karma. They supposed to go through it, but them sign up the child to go through it instead. So if the child, for example, the child supposed to own a specific kind of business when them reach a certain age, right? Instead, them just gonna go through a lot of trauma and sufferation instead. Them a go through a lot of pain, right? And then after them go through that pain, suddenly a different family member gonna have that kind of business, right? If the child is supposed to own a certain kind of car by the time them reach a certain age, instead them just gonna have a lot of transportation problem which gonna bring them pain. And after them go through that pain, a different family member gonna get that car instead, right? If the child is supposed to own a house by the time them reach a certain age, them just gonna have a lot of home problems, probably like end up homeless and just painful things where them home stability concern. And then when you look, a different family member gonna have that house instead. So basically, them sign up the child to go through the whole of the pain, and it's a spiritual thing. So the entities that them sign over the child to feed off that pain. Them feeding the child is basically feeding the child's soul to that entity. So them every time them go through something painful, instead of them get the blessings that are ordained for them, a different family member gonna get it, cause that entity now, because it's feeding off the pain, is gonna give it to them, right? And the good thing about that is, if the child realize them can snap out of it and break it, you know what I mean? The worst part is if the child don't realize them probably can live all the days of them life in pain, wondering why them is a good person and nothing changing until them basically unalive. And then in that situation, those same like them family would have just go to them funeral and cry and act like them don't know why. But at the same time, everybody just get successful overnight, few months after. Right? So yeah, that's how that work. We can go deeper into it, but this is a quick video. So this must help somebody. King Akeem must speak. Royal Rising.